Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Monday, March 13. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government will be delivering 6 housing developments, totaling 1,499 solutions in Westmoreland in the next 4 years.
This parish in particular has a significant housing deficit. And that housing deficit is driving the disorderly growth of the parish, both in terms of the urban development and residential development. We have to arrest that by formally structuring housing development.
The Prime Minister was speaking Friday as he broke ground for 106 serviced lots at Maysmore in Westmoreland. Mr. Holness also broke ground for 32 lots at Darlaston in the parish. He used the functions to reiterate his administration's plan to restructure the National Housing Trust to ensure it has a long institutional life to serve the Jamaican people. Government will be launching a new project to collect outstanding property taxes. Finance Minister Audley Shaw says this is among several measures to improve tax compliance in the 2017-2018 fiscal year.
Jamaica's tax rates are already high compared with other similar middle-income countries. Ongoing efforts to broaden the tax base have proved successful. But, Mr. Speaker, compliance needs to be strengthened in some areas, especially at customs. With higher compliance, for instance, at customs, we could consider reducing tax rates to support higher levels of consumption and growth in the economy.
The minister says tax arrears now stand at $234 billion, with unpaid property tax estimated at $13.5 billion. Measures to improve tax compliance across the board will include the full rollout of the Revenue Administration Information System at Tax Administration Jamaica and the ASICUDA at Customs. Customs will also benefit from the introduction of modern scanning devices, which will allow it to reduce revenue leakages by improved detection and stemming of the flow of contraband and counterfeit goods. Finance Minister Audley Shaw has also announced plans to reform the Bank of Jamaica (BOJ's) operations to help limit government spending and tackle inflation.
This year, we intend to move to a full-fledged inflation targeting regime, and accordingly, the BOJ's operational independence will be reviewed with a view to ensuring its ability to pursue this priority mandate.
Minister Shaw says the administration is also committed to revising the BOJ Act in order to adopt stricter limits on lending to government and to modernize arrangements for paying dividends. Arrangements for appointments to the BOJ board will also be reviewed. The Finance Minister was speaking in Parliament last Thursday as he opened the 2017-2018 budget debate. The debate continues tomorrow when the opposition spokesman on finance, Dr. Peter Phillips, makes his presentation. Jamaica is to see new flights coming out of Europe this summer. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett announced last week that one of Europe's leading airlines, Eurowings, will begin operating a twice-weekly scheduled service between Germany's largest populated metropolitan region and Montego Bay. The flights out of Germany commences on July 3 with over 10,000 seats for the summer. Prior to that, in June, weekly charter flights between Spain, Portugal, and Jamaica will come on stream. The flights out of Europe were agreed on by Minister Bartlett and the airlines during his visit at the Tourism Trade Show, ITB Berlin, and the International Hotel Investment Forum. Both the forum and trade show were held in Germany. The Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ, will be increasing its use of public-private partnerships to significantly add to the country's infrastructure stock over the next 3 years. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Dr. Horace Chang, says this will lead to greater efficiency and creativity in public infrastructure and will free up government resources to be channeled to other areas of the economy. He says the DBJ will be facilitating private sector-led investment and technology in public projects such as the Norman Manley International Airport, Soapberry Wastewater Treatment Plant, and school solar projects.
We are committed to a program that will not only involve the big investor, but that our people can participate, so it will be private-public partnerships, divestment, corporatization as we go forward.
Dr. Chang was speaking at a recent regional infrastructure conference put on by the Development Bank of Jamaica. And finally, the DBJ says the Regional Infrastructure Conference, which is the first of its kind in the Caribbean, will deepen the region's involvement in public-private partnerships, PPPs. Asserting that the region does not have extensive experience in PPPs, General Manager of Public-Private Partnerships and Privatization at the DBJ, Denise Arana, says the conference will close the knowledge gap.
We need to come up to speed very quickly on the government side in terms of how we're able to develop these projects, market them, conduct the tender processes to make sure that they're equitable and to make sure that we carry bankable projects to the private sector.
Ms. Arana was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.